Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would do a bit of a self-care day. So we're gonna start off with my self-care day with cleaning my bedding. It's been a minute since I've cleaned my bedding, so I thought today was the day. So I actually own a duvet cover and it takes me literally forever to get this thing out. So basically it's the comforter and then there's a cover that goes over it. And so taking those knot ties out is just a pain in the butt, but I get it. And then we're gonna wash my sheets and stuff and the pillowcases. I'm gonna put that into the washer and let those wash. And then while those are washing, we're gonna go ahead and clean up my room. It's been a minute since I've cleaned my room, and I've been doing multiple projects at once: Christmas projects, fall videos, Christmas videos, and stuff like that. So my life has kind of gone a little chaotic, and we're gonna go ahead and just do a little bit of a deep cleaning, sort of not, just basically organizing my room, wiping down things like my nightstands here. They really needed a cleaning. And in this clip, you can see me bring out the bag and the box. Those are Christmas things. Like I said, I'm working on Christmas projects and I'm making Christmas signs, and those red boxes in the corner of the screen right here are actually Christmas decor. Like I said, I am working on multiple things at once, and so my life is really chaotic. So just trying to organize it and put shoes up, put clothes up, and just make my room clean again. This is me showing you how I fold pants. I don't know why I showed you that, but there you go. Enjoyed that very fabulous clip of me folding pants. And yeah, just finishing cleaning the room up so then I can move into the next step of my self-care routine or day or whatever you want to call this. By this time, my sheets are washed, not dried, and we're moving them over to the dryer. So this is me moving them over. Let's move over to the skincare part of my routine. And so today was a hair wash day, so I wanted to brush all the knots and stuff out of my hair. My hair gets pretty knotty during the day, and because I have long, thick hair, my hair tangles very easily. And so I wanted to brush that out, and then we're gonna go in with a little bit of a skincare part before we actually jump into the shower. So I'm gonna put this skincare headband around my head and push the hair back, and we're gonna go in with the ITK Milk to Foam Cleanser. So we're just going to cleanse the face, and you'll see I have a really hard time getting the product to come out, and that is because I'm very low. I actually have more, but I'm one of those people that likes to get every last drop of the product out before I go and buy a new bottle or use the new bottle. You just saw that I literally took the cap off and just scraped whatever's on the stick. And yeah, put that all over my face. And then we're actually going to do a secondary cleanse in a minute here, but you'll see in a sec. Just washing that off. This is the secondary cleanser we're going to go with, which is the ITK Exfoliating Gel Cleanser. This I'm also running low on, so I had a really hard time getting it out as well. Again, I just opened it up and used a stick. I don't know if anybody else does this, but like I do, because I like to make the product worth my money. I paid too much money for this, even though these are like $9-10 or something like that. So yeah, just putting it all over the skin, just kind of give it a little cleansing. Then we're gonna go ahead and brush my teeth. My mom is subscribed to a healthy company that produces really healthy products and stuff, and so this is the toothpaste that I use. And we're gonna be going and brushing my teeth because today we are going to be doing some teeth whitener strips. This is the teeth whitener strips I use. This is the InPro whitening strips. I get these off of Amazon. I was actually influenced by a bunch of influencers that had used these, and there's several influencers that I know uses these. They make two different versions of this. This is the cleared version. I'm also reading the backside because I haven't used these in a while. I was like, how long do I do these for? And so yeah, just making sure I knew the time. And then, like I said, they have two different versions of these. There's these ones, the cleared ones, and then they have the green ones. The green ones are so gross. They leave so much gunk all over your teeth. These do too, but it's not as the green. And so yeah, there's a top strip, bottom strip. Didn't show you guys because that's kind of gross, but yeah, we're gonna be setting our timer for 30 minutes. And yeah, and while that timer is going, we're going to do a mask. This is the ITK Clay color changing mask. I've actually never used this. This is literally me using it for the very first time ever. And I'm using one of these little silicone brushes. I hate when the products get underneath my nails like that. So that's why I'm using this little brush. And got hair in my face. I hate when that happens too. But yeah, we're just gonna put it all over the face, and then this is gonna set on for about 5 minutes or however long it takes to fully dry. It really didn't take that long, honestly. And it also turned red, or like a pinky tone, which not terrible, but yeah. And then we're just gonna wash it off. It had been about 5 minutes since I've put it on, and yeah, just making sure I got it all off. And then we're gonna go in and rebrush the hair, just make sure it's all nice and neat. And then we're gonna jump over into the shower. So let's go ahead and take a shower. Starting our shower routine off, we're going to be using the Heritage Length Check Biotin Infused Shampoo. I used to use a different shampoo and then I switched over to this one. I will never ever go back to using the old one. I feel like I can go several days without having to wash my hair, and I feel like my hair is just so much healthier, cleaner. And yeah, these are really cleaned products. And then this is the conditioner I'm going to go in with, if my camera will ever focus. This is the Heritage SOS Deep Moisture Restore Conditioner. I only use this on when I feel like my hair really needs a little bit of extra help. I normally use, I believe what it's called, the Heritage Length Check for the conditioner. I'm not 100% sure on that one, but this is just one that I used on when I feel like my hair really needs that extra help. While the conditioner is sitting in my hair, we're going to be using the Tree Hut Sweet Pumpkin Foaming Gel Wash. I love the scent of this. This is like, I believe it's apricot. That's what it is. It's apricot, pumpkin, and sandalwood scented. And the scent lasted and like lingered in my bathroom for like 20-30 minutes after I took a shower, which is amazing. So this stuff is strong. Then we're going to go in with the Tree Hut Sweet Pumpkin Shea Sugar Scrub. I love Tree Hut's sugar scrubs. They're so amazing. And this is also the same scent as the last one, the apricot, pumpkin, and sandalwood. And I just kind of put this over my body where I want to exfoliate, so like my legs and arms and stuff like that. Then we're going to be going in with the Tree Hut Vanilla Scented Moisturizing Shaving Oil. I've never used this scent before, surprisingly, and I love the scent of it. It's really a nice, very mellow scented. And we're going to put this on the places where I'm going to be shaving. And I normally use a 3 or 4 blade, I can't remember how many blades it is, razor, but I felt like the razor was not doing me justice. Again, this camera, come on. Eventually it'll focus. There we go. And I ended up switching over to this one. This one's a 1-bladed razor, and I feel like I'm not cutting myself as often. I feel like I'm getting a closer shave, and I just feel like it's just better. Then we're going to rinse everything off, and then after the shower, we're going to go in with this Aftershave Oil by Tree Hut in the scent of Moroccan Rose. I've never used this stuff until this clip right here, and I'm just going to put this on the places where I shaved, and sometimes I'll put it on places where like I didn't shave, just for funsies. And yeah, and by this time my teeth whitener strips was ready to be taken off. And we're going to go in and take this off and then brush my teeth, because like I said, all the gunk and stuff that are on your teeth, you can't really tell because like I said, it's cleared, but yeah, with the green ones you can tell there's the gunk. And I believe I was trying to change the music or something here. Honestly, I have no idea what I was doing. I think I was also having a dance party. And then we're going to go in with this Listerine mouthwash. I really don't know if this is really good for you or not. Honestly, I've had it for a little while and I was like, you know what? I should probably get rid of it. So that's what I'm trying to do. And I'm the only one using it. So it's taken me a minute because it's a big bottle. But yeah, just rinsing my mouth out. And then we're going to go in with the Heritage Argan Oil. As I previously mentioned, I have very long and thick hair. And because of that, I go through products like crazy because I'm using them more often than if I were to have like non-thick hair. So you'll see me use it a lot in this clip. And I'm just going to apply it to the ends of my hair. Not really focusing on the top, although here I'm just fixing my part because it was all messed up. And then we're going to go back in with the skincare. So this is the ITK Blemish Mist. The camera will never focus on this clip. I don't know why, it just never wants to focus. But yeah, that's what that is. It's the ITK Blemish Mist. And we're just going to spray this all over the face. And then we're going to let that sink into my skin before we move into the next step, which is going to be the ITK Hyaluronic Acid Serum and the ITK Weightless Hydrating Moisturizer. I've seen someone combine these two steps together. I used to use them separately, but now I'm going to be using them together. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that, put it onto my finger, and then take some of the serum and put a few drops onto my hand with the moisturizer and mix it together, and then just apply it all over the face. And you'll see here in a second, I accidentally added a little too much moisturizer, but it's fine. I just rubbed it in and just put it everywhere I could. And that is going to conclude the skincare part of my routine. So then I'm going to go back into my room, and I usually have a candle lit. This one's actually a Christmas candle technically, even though it's orange, which I don't know why it's orange. I don't get that, but okay, whatever. And we're going to set the mood, and we're going to end the evening off with a bit of journaling. I like to bullet journal or just write down thoughts and stuff. I don't do this on a daily basis, but I do this whenever I can. I do sometimes like those like little bullet journals where you write like, oh, did I do this? Oh, I did that, type of deal. Those boring things that like some people probably wouldn't want to do. But yeah, sometimes I'll just write down my thoughts and stuff. And yeah, and that is going to conclude the evening off. Oh wait, I forgot to mark my page. Give me 1 second, finding my page. There it is. Alrighty, that is going to end off my self-care day. If it is morning, evening, or night, I hope you have a lovely day or evening, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!